Hi, this is me, and my lack of graphic design ability will probably be shown through my YouTube channel at all times. I wanted to create this first video in order to explain what exactly is the purpose of this channel and what will be the purpose of this channel and what will be the main attention of the content. But then I realized that it is pretty much more important to me what is not the purpose of this channel. So starting with the motivation and the fact that I understand how important motivation is for starting a habit and in life in general. Obviously, when you have an objective for something, it is very nice to have motivation at start. At the same time, in my opinion, I think that having motivation only is not really that important. And I think motivation is a thing that goes with time. I think that you have to set new boundaries and new objectives, small objectives to achieve in order to progress in something that you actually care about. And I think the most important thing is to actually build discipline and not motivation. But indeed, I think motivation is one of the most important factors when you are trying to start something new or something that you're maybe drawn to and you were reluctant to trying because of fear or anything else. Nevertheless, this channel will not be about motivation. And yes, I am completely aware that everybody that starts a YouTube channel nowadays is trying to sell you something, right? This is the dream, the new American dream of creating YouTube channels and starting to create videos such as you will become a millionaire in 10 days if you try this. But at the same time, my channel will not be about getting rich quick or anything like that. I think that getting rich quick is a fad, and I think even when you get rich quick, in case you get rich quick, in case this is something that might eventually happen to you or somebody around you, this will not last long. Or if it will last long, it will be, let's say, not something that is congruent with yourself, and that will probably cause more issues than not in the long run. Now, the harder part is to explain what the purpose of this channel actually is, because with time, maybe things will change. Maybe things will start going onto another route, or maybe you add or subtract some stuff here or there. But all I wanted to say is that what I strive for is consistency in everything. This is what I care about most. I don't really care about anything else. I think consistency in what you're doing in life in general, but in what you're doing is more than vital. And so I kind of try to summarize everything that I'm trying to do with this and what I'm trying to do with myself day by day in four, I wanted to say chapters, but it's probably not chapters. Let's say 4 points. And the first of them would be creating good habits and discipline. Obviously, we already talked about discipline in the first part, where I said that motivation is important, but not as important along the way, compared obviously to discipline. But also good habits are probably the best thing you can do, because these good habits will stick if you are going to grow them organically and properly. So in this section, I would probably just try to say that I am going to focus a lot on books, and I think my channel will be having a lot of books reviews. And I think that what I will try and what I would like to do is explaining my own ideas from these books and how I see these books. I would like to have an original take on these books and how they will actually help you and how they have helped me in my trading journey, because obviously this channel is called the trading journey. So if you were wondering why it's called like this, it's because a lot of the things that I have gained along the way were due to me trying to become a better trader, become a better person, right? And this was really something that I didn't expect at the first time. I thought that everything will just be technical and everything will be, let's just say, buy here, sell there, nothing special, right? It's just something that anybody can do, and something that anybody with internet is able to do consistently. But along the way, I have noticed that the psychological part is way more important. And I also think that the more important part would probably be changing your schedule and changing your plans and creating plans and sticking to your plans, right? This is something that I will also try to emphasize on this channel, also by creating good habits in your schedule, also by subtracting or maybe adding stuff to your schedule. And another thing that I think that is very important is trying to have some physical activity. I think that I kind of like this idea where back in the days it was kind of normal, right? It was kind of logical, kind of natural to have physical abilities or to train yourself or to understand that your mind works way better when your body is being way stronger, right? And this was something that I think along the way we as human beings have kind of forgotten, and I think this is now, let's say, seen as a privilege, seen as something that only the people that are very disciplined do, and this is a bad thing. I think that everybody should be doing this. It doesn't really matter what you're doing, right? You can be running, you can run marathons, you can, I don't know, work out, you can just do something like cycling, something that you enjoy. That is what is the most important thing. Just enjoy something that also takes care of your physical side. I think it is also very important to become process and progress oriented. I think probably the most important thing that you can do, and the thing that I enjoy most would be, let's just say, detached to the outcome, right? I have mostly learned this through reading books and through trading, because in trading, the process is what is most important and what will actually bring you the goods, right? You can't really think about the outcome when you're doing it. And this has really started opening my eyes to what exactly is important in life and how to exactly tackle most of the subjects in life, actually, because once I have learned this and once I have understood the importance of detachment from the outcome, I have started seeing things differently, right? Like in my career, I have noticed that, okay, there are things that you can do, there are things that you can do. Maybe you don't want to do this. Maybe this is not the way that you want things to progress, right? So this is why it's very important to just detach yourself from outcome and understand that progress and process are probably the two most important things that you can do in your life in order to be, let's just say, very congruent with your own thoughts, and so you can understand yourself in everything you're doing and in everything you're trying to achieve. And also the fact that you can't really compare with anybody else other than yourself, just because you have your own process, you have your own progress, you have your own way, and you should be having your own way, because if you're not really having your own way, then you're not really having much, right? If you're just trying to compare yourself to others, you are trying to compare what you have to what they have, or what they are to what you are. But their process is surely not the same, or maybe if it is the same, a little bit, there are still a lot of nuances, right? So comparing with others is kind of irrelevant, and that is something that has to change at some point. Another thing on the channel will be probably understanding that a holistic approach to life is something that will probably earn you the most bang for your buck, right? So I really like this idea. I like the idea of kind of understanding how everything works together, kind of understanding what you are in this universe and how you are working together with the universe, not towards the universe. And I kind of understand now that you can't really be on your own that much. You can be on your own, obviously, when you're grinding and when you're trying to do something new, or when you're trying to get new skills. But even then, after that, you're still kind of living in a universe, and that is something that is not really that pregnant today. And this is why I think this is a really interesting topic, where people really want everything fast, right? People really want everything in a day or in a week or something. But I think really good things take time, and that is why understanding your true self and understanding that things take time, things take maybe years, maybe months, maybe tens of years. Why not? This is really something that has to be understood, and something that whenever you want something that has a price, right, and it is really important, it makes you feel alive, it might take you more than you are originally expecting, right? So this is very important to understand. Something that happens when you are becoming somebody different compared to society is that you will start being a perfectionist most of the time if you weren't already, right? In my opinion, I think that something that happened is that I was a perfectionist, and I think maybe now I still am in a lot of regards, and I think this is not necessarily bad, but it's something that sadly is not really helping in the real world, because we're not living in an utopia, right? And this will never happen, unfortunately. So when you're trying to change your ways, when you're trying to think differently, when you're trying to act differently, when you're trying to see exactly what you are about, you will see a lot of imperfection, and you have to kind of live with it. You have to understand that this is something normal, and you have to understand that controversy around yourself and the people you love and the people you maybe work around and stuff like this is normal, right? Controversy is something that kind of existed ever since forever and will exist, because that's what happens when somebody is not trying to live based on the rules that the society is trying to emphasize, right? So this is very normal, and I think the most important thing that you can think about is just having your own journey, right? It's this thing where you are trying to go on the least taken path, right? You're trying to see something, you're trying to kind of understand the things in a way that maybe haven't been seen or understood before by your ancestors, or maybe even by your parents. So this is something normal, this is something that will happen, and this is something that I think we should be embracing. And so, as a final touch to this starting video, that is probably going to be a bit bigger than I would have thought, or maybe than even I would have liked. But this is how I am, to be honest, and this is how this channel will be. It will be drawn out a lot. I think that I really digress a lot from the topics. I really try to stop myself from talking this much, but this is just me, and this is something that I have been for the entirety of my life, and I don't think that it will change soon enough. But yeah, this video probably got to a bit more length that I would have originally wanted. Nevertheless, this channel will just be about my self accountability, and I'm trying to keep myself accountable through showing what I'm trying to do with trading. I will never comment my videos with trading. I just want to have them as journaling, right? I really enjoy journaling, but the way that I'm journaling is through pen and paper, right? This is something old school, and this is something that I really enjoy, but I thought about having it done on, let's say, an Excel, or maybe on the computer or something like that. But then I have really thought about it, and I understood that this is really not something that would agree with my natural senses, right? This wouldn't be something that I would necessarily enjoy. And then I thought, maybe I can be accountable for myself, and I can journal myself through YouTube. And this is something that, to be honest, it's something that is not really ordinary for me, and I'm trying to get myself out of my bubble a lot this year, and starting with the next year, I think this would be a great idea. So the original plan is just to show my plans, not comment on them, just showing my analysis and just trying to journal through YouTube. And I will not ever try to comment what I'm doing, because I think that trading is just such a complex thing that you can succeed literally from a lot of points of views. I don't really want to show my knowledge or maybe my lack of knowledge, right? I don't really try to let's say force my knowledge or try to share my knowledge that I have gotten through my process, right, with anybody, because there are 100% a lot of people that are doing better than me, and there are some people that are not doing better than me. But this is why comparing yourself is not a good idea, and this is why everybody has his own process and progression curve, and that's why I think that nevertheless, showing something that can be learned by everybody at a different pace and from a different point of view is not really going to create any value, in my opinion. I guess this is it for the first video, and I would like to thank you if you listened until now, because this was, I guess, the first video of this channel. I don't really know where the channel will go to, or if there will be people that will be tuning in or no. Nevertheless, as I said, this is just something that will help me with my journaling and self-accountability, and I would really hope that it will help other people find something in themselves that will help them progress, maybe through something that I will be saying, or something that I will show through my perspective, or something that books have given me or have shown me. So hopefully it will help you just as much as it will help me.